Hi, welcome in. If you are here, you're stepping into your highest timeline, and I'm here to help you navigate that journey. I'm just going to tap in, get a channel message from Spirit. I'll pull some cards. We'll go wherever the energy takes us. If at any point this message resonates for you, please hit that like button, but comment below so that you can claim this energy and add energy back to the collective. All right, let me get tapped in. Tapping in now, Spirit, to the collective's energy. Bring through messages for their highest and greatest good. Remove me, make me a clear channel for your word. What message does the collective need in this moment, Spirit? Okay, I'm seeing water running through like a culvert. Is that what they're called? Like, you know, at the end of your driveway, at the end of a driveway or somewhere where you need, like I think it's called a culvert, like a metal pipe put through the ground so that water can run through. And I'm getting like this culvert is very wide and open and not blocked. And so the water is moving, and because the water is able to move through, there's no flooding on either side. Like if this was a driveway or whatever, like you could get flooding, but we have these culverts so that water can run through them, right? And there's something about this culvert that like it's very open and clean, free of debris. So everything is just moving, flowing, good. I'm getting like, I'm really getting the sense like you have opened something here. You have removed blockages from your life. You have removed blockages from your nervous system. You have removed blockages from your chakra system. So what I'm really getting is this like clean tunnel for frequency to pass through, clean tunnel for this water to flow through. I am getting that you did something recently. I'm almost like thinking of like maintenance, like you did something to allow your energy to flow better. You either removed a blockage, removed a person that was blocking you, got out of a situation that felt stagnant and tough. And like wherever you are right now, it was significant. Whatever you did, whether it was healing, whether it was a clearing, whether you went and actually did like an energy clearing or energy work, or you removed somebody from your life or got out of a situation or whatever it is, Spirit wants you to know that even if you don't see like the immediate payoff from that, your channel to Spirit like is wide open now, because that was something that was really holding up your energy flow, your divine connection, your frequency flow, your ability to flow. So like, well done. For sure. Well done for sure. So let me pull some cards and see what Spirit has for you. But yeah, I'm seeing like you're wide open and water's just flowing. Like you're not overwhelmed by it either. It's not like so much water. It's like, no, it's like a perfect amount because it's just flowing through, because your vessel, your channel is so like, here's your channel, and like the amount of water flowing through is just, there's just so much capacity for flow now. That's what I'm getting. Like you've got a lot of capacity now. What more for this collective, Spirit? Tell me more about like what they opened up here or what it means for them. What more for this collective, Spirit? Hope y'all are doing great. I hope you're feeling open and flowy, because that's what I'm seeing for sure. What more for this collective, Spirit? What more do they need to know? What messages do you have for them? All right, let's see what we got here. So, all right, so I got the, wow, what is this? So I got the Ten of Swords, which is 10 swords in your back. It is closing out a cycle. It's the end of something. It's painful. It is like this thing that you closed out, I'm getting, that was blocking you, was so painful for so long. You know, you didn't just stick around for one sword, you stuck around for 10. Okay, but this is also a 10, which means it's done. You've closed it out. And in traditional tarot, they're kind of looking forward towards a new sun rising, a new beginning. And what I get is this caused you, whatever this was or may still be, like it caused you a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of questioning, who the fuck am I? That's like what I'm really getting from this card. Look, she's just like going insane because it's just like this cycle that you were caught up in just like made you go a little bit mad, I'm getting. It could have been like a gaslighting situation, or it could have just been like you tried your hardest and you really thought that you were trying so hard to do the right thing and just it wasn't working out, and you were wondering like, why isn't this working out? And it was painful and you were in your head a lot about it. And what I'm getting as well is the Star. So the Star is healing. What I'm getting from this card is while you were closing out this cycle and while you were going a little bit crazy, you were praying for healing. You were praying for a good outcome. You were praying for peace, safety. You were praying for the swords to stop. The swords in your brain, the 9 of Swords, and the swords in your back, the 10 of Swords. You were just praying for that to stop. Please show me a way. Okay? And with the Lovers, I get, Spirit said at some point you had to choose, right? You had to choose when you had had enough, when it was the 10th sword. And you said, okay, I'm done. I'm done with that. And Spirit saying, there is something in that choosing that you chose. I'm not getting to walk away. I didn't get the 6 of Wands, or I didn't get the 6 of Swords, and I didn't get the 8 of Cups, which would be walking away. But there is something about you becoming clear about what was causing your pain here and you healing that. And you know what? This might not be a relationship or something. This could be an old pattern that you were running. Maybe it's just like, I've done this before, like in my work scenarios or in my relationship scenarios where like the same pattern keeps coming up, and it doesn't matter if it's in my personal life or my work life or in my relationship with this person, like I see kind of the same theme. And I'm like, why does this feeling of insecurity, or why does this feeling of somebody judging me always make me feel small, like a little person? And it keeps coming up. And I'm getting that like you battled with this common denominator, this common theme that kept coming up. And I'm getting that you healed from that and you started to choose differently, to not put yourself in those positions, to get yourself out, to think differently, to heal your nervous system, to say to your inner child, sweetheart, this is a pattern we no longer need to run. It no longer serves us. And I know it's scary, but I love you and I'm going to be there for you. And Spirit's saying when you chose to do that healing, when you made the decision yourself to do the hard work of that healing, to lay down that old pattern that you had run, Spirit's wanting you to celebrate. This is a card of marriage, but this is also a card of milestone. What I'm really getting with the channeling is whatever you closed out, You know what it is. If you're watching this, you know what it is. It was a big, hefty, painful cycle pattern that you used to run, that you prayed for healing from, and you chose differently. You realized your accountability in it and you chose differently. And Spirit's wanting to say, we congratulate you. You have graduated. Your chakra system, your frequency receiving system is no longer blocked by this thing. And now you're going to get to experience life in a more celebratory way, in a more loving, nurturing way. Delicious. What more for this collective spirit? You guys have healed something big here. Who's ever listening to this, like, you have healed something big within you. It might have to do with relationships. It might have to do with your external circumstances. But Spirit's saying this has way more to do with who you have chosen to be, how you have chosen to show up, what you have chosen to heal. What more for this collective spirit? Any additional advice for them? What more do they need to know? I just heard Spirit say, we're so proud of you. We're so proud of you because we were with you while you were racking your brain. We were with you while those swords were being put in your back. We were with you while you had great intentions. We were with you when you were in pain. And Spirit saying, this big thing you did to heal yourself, like, they're just so excited and proud of you, but they're excited because, and want to celebrate you because now they're excited for you to see life without this. What more for this collective spirit? What more, Spirit? And I get the Strength card. So the Strength card is Spirit saying, do you realize how strong you are? Do you realize? It isn't just like, oh, you had 10 swords put in your back and that's sad and you shouldn't have done that. It's like, no, you have had 10 swords put in your back and you survived and you chose differently. You have racked your brain and had sleepless nights and tried to figure this out, and you have survived. You have done all the hard healing work. You have made all the hard decisions. You have earned your celebration. Do you know how fucking strong you are? Do you know how strong you are? It might feel in this moment like you're like, holy shit, that was a lot and I don't feel that strong. Or wow, okay, I've removed so much from myself that cool, I'm an open channel now and in Spirit saying that's great, but I feel pretty raw. Spirit saying you're pretty strong. You're incredibly strong. We couldn't be more proud of the strength that you've exhibited, because you could have kept going and letting swords you could have let this continue to be your story. It's the one you're used to. The choosing, they're just so proud of you for the choosing. This is really Spirit just saying, they were wondering, they were with you through all the swords and they were wondering how you were going to make it out and when you were going to make it out and what you were going to choose, and how they're just so proud to be on the other side with you and celebrating you. And they just want you to celebrate you because they want you to see how big of a deal this was. So I get the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, look at her. Hello. Okay. Sassafras. She is just like owning it, owning all of it. So the Queen of Swords is the Ice Queen. She, at some point, this is what I'm getting. You pulled one of those swords out of your back and you said, listen, motherfucker, we're not doing that shit anymore. You became the protective mama bear, protective daddy bear that your little girl inside of you always deserved. So instead of continuing to be a victim and continuing to take these swords, you found some clarity, did some healing, you made a choice, you found the strength, and you became your Queen of Swords, and you were just like, oh, this girl doesn't let swords go in her back. The Queen of Swords is also about speaking your truth, knowing your truth. That wasn't fair to me. This is how we're going to do it now, in a way that speaks to my truth. And if it hurts your feelings or it doesn't work for you because you used to like me when I was letting you put swords in my back, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. But whatever. I'm a powerhouse now. I don't give a fuck. I've been through a lot. I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to live in my truth. I don't let anybody stick a sword in my back. I'm that powerful. That's how strong you are. And Spirit's saying you did a lot of this, racking your brain and worry, and because you cared so much about being kind to others or helping other people. You had some stories in your head, I'm getting, that were like to sacrifice yourself for others. And just at some point you realize that's a sham. I'm not sacrificing myself for them. I'm enabling them to run shitty dynamics too. And again, this could just be the you that was used to doing that. And at some point you learned, I'm going to have the confidence and honor my truth enough to not let a sword be put in my back ever again. I've healed. I am really getting from this. I am not the same girl you once knew. I'm not the same guy you once knew. Oh, I've changed? I know. Do you like it? You like what you see? Or did you like this version of me? Was that easier to swallow? Because that seems really fucking shitty. I like this version of me. I like this version of me. I like the version of me that is being celebrated and feels celebratory. Okay? If the only version of me that works for you is the one that has to sacrifice myself, then I'm so sorry about that. And I really am sorry that I sacrificed myself for so long and made you think that that was even remotely okay. I'm sorry for leading with unintention, but I've healed and I've chosen now a new way. So I'm also getting with the Queen of Swords that you've opened this channel for truth and now you can't deny your truth. Now that you've cleared the chakras or you've cleared whatever system you did, energy clearing, whatever you did to clear out the thing that was holding you, this old pattern that was holding you to take swords in your back and to just rack your brain all the time. Whatever that was, now you have a clear channel for your truth, and now it's like you're allergic to the situations you used to put yourself in. Now you're in those situations and you're like, queens don't live here. Sorry. So you can't deny your truth now because your truth is flowing at such a rapid, clear rate that there's no way to deny it, ever. Any last message for this collective spirit? What an empowering message. You guys have done something really big here. Any last advice, last message, where they're headed? Where are they headed, Spirit? Okay, so for your last message, I get the Two of Wands, right? That's what that is. Yeah, the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about making a decision. And so you have realized at some point that you create your reality and that you will no longer settle for this pain. And so Spirit's just saying, harness your inner Queen of Swords. while you are making every decision that you make moving forward. Because trust me, these old patterns definitely come around, and people are going to expect you to be the person that you always were. And to continue to keep this channel of truth flowy, we allow the truth to come in, and we honor the truth, and we make decisions based on that truth. Wands is action. So and 2 is a decision to make. Look, she can make this decision with this wand, which is like, doesn't have much, is not fruitful, is probably what you're used to in the past. And, or she can go towards like this new, loving, fiery, passionate, beautiful, adventurous, new way. And Spirit saying the channel's now open. You are so open to your intuition and your truth that all you have to do when making decisions moving forward from this moment forward is which one honors me. And you know, because even though it's hard to live the new life, to live the higher timeline, to be in the higher frequency all the time when our nervous system calls us back sometimes. But you spent so long in the 9 and 10 of Swords, and you played that story out. So harness this Queen of Swords, and as you make every decision or you move forward in action, only do what honors your truth. And now you have a clear, open channel to your truth because of whatever you healed here, whatever blockage you removed here, the choice you made towards love over fear here. And don't forget that Spirit is celebrating your strength here. That's the message. The lighthouse can show you the shore, but you still need to steer the ship. If any of that resonated, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment so that you can claim this energy and you can give energy back to this collective. Until next message.